What's up guys, Filterless here, and we got an update that includes the TDP sliders that you see in manual mode now, but in Command Center, so it's really easy to adjust those levels while you're in a game or anywhere else. To get this update, if you open Armory Crate, you should see right here where it just says update the Armory Crate app. If you don't see that, you can go up here to content and click on that. And then down here, you can click on the update center and that will take you to this window and you should see this UWP app core service where you can click update. If you don't see that, then you can click check for updates at the top right. Then you should see this update button right here. So you can just click on that. Then we just need to click on update now. And this will take a minute for it to go through, download and install it. Then after it's done, you should just be able to relaunch Armory Crate and it'll finalize the update like you're seeing here. Now, when you open up Command Center, you'll see Performance, Turbo, and Silent, but we don't have a manual mode set, so we're not going to get those sliders yet. So to do that, we just need to come up here and click on Settings. Then we're just going to go down here to Operating Mode. We need to go over here to the Manual tab, and then we can just click Apply on Manual Mode to set a manual mode. You can also rename the profile if you want. Now, when we open Command Center, when it's in manual mode, we're going to get these sliders over here on the right, and they're the same sliders like you can see in the background as the ones we get on the manual mode page inside of Armory Crate. And I personally think they should have just added one slider, as most people aren't going to be messing with the temporary boost wattage. This SPPT right here is only for 2 minutes, and then the FPPT is only for a 10-second boost. So I feel like just one single slider would have worked better. However, instead of dragging all three like you see right here, you can just drag the bottom one down and it will adjust all of them just like you saw right there. And then to bring it back up, you can drag the top one. So we can do all three at 30 watts. And then when you're going down, just grab the bottom slider, pull that to the left, and it will adjust all three at the same time. So this is really great just to be able to quickly set the watts in the system. And then over on the left, you can even see the watts you set up. So we're at 20, we're going to drop it down to 18, and you can see that change to 18 watt manual mode. And I'd recommend setting all three the same unless you care about that temporary boost that goes away after 2 minutes. One of the other big updates that I think is really important is now when you go into a profile and you click on game profile, and then you go down and click on configuration, they're setting the operating modes as unassigned now. And the reason this is important is before it would just set it to whatever profile you had set on the system. So here we can see 15 watts for performance. It would have automatically assigned both of these to that performance profile. Then anytime you start the game, it would switch it to performance. So even if you had bumped your device to turbo or you were using manual watts or anything else, when you start the game, it would override that just because you accidentally clicked the configuration button. And I had mentioned this issue in this starter guide that I'll have linked below of what I'm talking about. You can see here when I clicked on configuration, it automatically assigned the profiles that I had set, and that's just a big issue. So I'm glad they fixed that. And then the last update is gyro being able to set a button. So if we open up something like Insurgency and we go to the game profile, and then we go down to gyro over here on the left, I'm just going to set this as the right stick. Then if we scroll down a little ways, we'll see right here where it says gyro enable button. And now we have a nice big list of buttons that we can set. If I use gyro, I probably will set it to M1 or M2, just one of the back paddles instead of the trigger pull. However, sometimes I do set it as the left trigger pull. So when you're trying to aim down, it will automatically kick on gyro, but you have a few options here so you can assign any button that you like. And that about wraps it up for this update. Hopefully they give us a single slider for TDP or an option to just be able to turn on a single slider. So we'll automatically adjust all three of those, but really not a big deal. And it's great that we can adjust those while we're in a game now, instead of going all the way into Armory Crate, messing around with the manual mode and then click and apply. Now it's just a bit more streamlined. And it's really great to see Asus still supporting the device and adding useful features in. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.